Millicent and Peace World. Ugh. I just woke up. I think I got up like at 6 o'clock because I took my shower and everything before I laid down. Oh yeah, my rings popped back up. They definitely popped back up. So they stole the pineapple earrings and left me the pineapple necklace. I'm like, I'm just crying because I was about to do. Then, right, um, I mean, you don't supposed to, you don't supposed to be obsessed with material things is a sin, but that ain't even the point, right? I mean, the the fingernails I only pay like sometimes I pay $5, depends on whatever design or whatever. They will not send me no crystals. They pull my hair out anyway. I had them one time. Um, so I had two types of reds because I got two types of blues. So some of them they sent me one that's slanted, and then they sent me with design. Then they sent me all solid red ones, right? So I was like, well, because when I go home, that's when I'm going to try on what I want to wear and the outfit that, you know what I'm saying, that hits. That's the one I lay out all my clothes or whatever, whatever. Take a shower, then I'll get a couple of hours sleep. Then I'll get up because the auditorium opens at 6:30. And that's like a 15-minute walk downtown. That's why I got to carry a big bag so I can have my slippers, my on, and my heels or whatever I'm going to wear in the bag and walk up the hill. So I went out, I was like, oh, because I said when the nails came, they shaking. It was like, oh, Millie got nails. I'm like, well, why are you worrying about what Millie got? But this is the thing. There was a white girl on the bus with some red pop-on nails. I don't know their mind because, everybody sells pop-on red nails. But for some reason, when I went in my box to get the solid red ones, because I went all black, and probably them beige platform shoes or the brown boots. The top off the box that I have all my nail stuff and my makeup and it shouldn't be together, but was off and it's under the bed. So you need to tell me you got to come in and search for where it is. It ain't hide and seek. I'm not, I'm gonna put it right there. So they're gone. Right, but this is the thing that got me. I always say, if you're lying, cheating, stealing, it will come out of the dock sooner or later, right? So there's this dude there. He's black. I call him Big Daddy because he's huge, right? He's a young boy. I just, you know what I mean. So I didn't even know he was home because I wasn't paying attention to the car that he usually drives. He buys rent cars, and I really wasn't really paying attention. It's a lot going on, but I want to stick to this topic. I'm talking backwards. I'm talking about what happened at the end of the day. That's what means backwards, and then I'm gonna back it up to go forward, right? So I hear him say, this B don't think I'ma snap her neck and throw her body down the stairs because she don't think that I know she's cool for me, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? See, that's how you know he's still a child because a grown man, right, is gonna come and approach. Now, it's all white people saying I did it. It's all white people saying I did it in the building. Right? I said, well, if I tampered with your lock, you should know because it should be some damage on the door. If it was tampered with, it should be damage on the door. But you get in with a key, it ain't tampered with, right? And I'm like, well, what I supposed to have stolen? Because if you're talking about cocaines, the cokes and the canes, these days down on Providence selling. Talking about we go together. They use my name to get through. And dumb people that don't really like me, right, is gonna believe the lies that they're telling. Cause how you gonna date somebody and beat somebody, got them turned out on drugs, got them prostituting, but you don't know nothing about them. You only know their name's Millicent. And whatever you read off my file, my application. You don't know how many kids I got. You don't even know if I got grandkids. Right? If I'm your woman, why am I out here looking for other men? And when did you beat me? Please let me know. So I'm going to Crossroads and they're like, oh, we're taking over, da 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 da. And he's all over. I was like, I don't even know that dude. That dude stays in the building. I don't rock with them like that. But the thing is, they robbed him. They're pushing his stuff down in Providence, using my name to get a pass. Even in Matheson Church, they was over there doing the same thing. I'm like, look, you know what I mean? You should have came to me like a man and we could have had a conversation. And I would have let you know. Boom, boom, bang. Because I said, Laura, because Laura's a thief. She got the keys. She gives other people keys to get in your room because I seen Laura go in the other dude's room. I seen Laura in the dude's room behind the door, which he think nobody go in there because I think they be searching for drugs and weed and money because they're all addicts, right? I said, but I'm going to tell you this. If it's about drugs, they was moving drugs in Providence. The dude with the dark curly hair, and there was a whole bunch of other ones. The tall, goofy dude, right? I said, all you got to do is go to Crossroads. I told him who to look for. There's only 3 main characters that I mess with hard body. Even though we argue and fight, them the only 3 I trust. I said, they're all dykes. I don't care. That's what we called them, and they old school. They're all the. He was like, "What?" I said, "Tell him you, mi casa, su casa, make you feel like a king." He was like, "Oh, that no, not to have sex, dummy. They're all dykes. They don't want you. They want what you want. You just sit and see what happens. And then money. Don't bring money. Bring some cheap vodkas and whatever they desire, and they're gonna tell the truth." I said, you can do the same thing at math and say Millie sent you, and I told them who to look for, and they're going to give you the truth. I said, I don't even move weight. I don't even touch drugs. I don't do drugs. I said, yeah, she was at my door smoking, blowing it in my room. And I was like, well, why my room? She didn't blow it, and I went in the shower, and when I came back, she must have went in my room and took a hit, because that's what Laura does. Right? And now I said, they must have let you walk in my room and seen that it smelled like crack. I said, boy, I don't even smoke cigarettes. I said, they're looking at you as a dumb nigga, and dumb you are. Because it's the same people that robbed. Jay was like, Laura was like, don't try to switch it over. Switch over what, Laura? I said, there's cameras. I'm like, even if the cameras shut down, first somebody got to be in the hallway. Right? I'm like, because one day, I'm going to tell you right now, Big Daddy, because he's a big goof. I said, you must take some type of medicine because he looked retarded. That's why he was going to break my neck. So I was like, one day, Big Daddy, I was going to the store. He's huge. One day I was going to the store and Laura put your paper under the door. I said, but by the time I got back from the store and came back, your paper was on the door. Now, if you already put it under the door, why would you need to take one to the door? I said, they be in all of our rooms. I said, I thought you had cameras. He let me see in his room. He got a big room. I mean, huge. And then the lady in Manny's old room, I'm like, what is she doing here? She ain't even the lady that came to see the apartment. I said, she was staying with somebody upstairs. She's a crackhead. They said, oh my. I said, she is a crack. I said, what this, the crackheaded floor? Is this the floor everybody gets high on crack and crystal meth? And I said, I know she was smoking crack. I told him, because I'm an addict. I'm in recovery. And that was crack. And I'm telling you, I never smelled crack in this building. It's always crystal meth because it smells burnt. So, homeboy said, he ain't talking to me right now, so I forgot his name because he's still not ready to talk, but he's holding the door for me, so we're almost there. He was like, "Don't ruin your, don't, you know what I mean?" So anyway, I'm like, these people are trying to set me up, right? So to avoid competition, because I haven't been on my medicine, and I'm just like the girl that I triggered. I swear, I just can't stand her. I just can't stand it. Then they aggravated me here just to set me off. It's like I was a tick of time bomb and it was lit. They lit the fuse and I let it burn. She caught my wig up, number one, right? The white boy brung the wig from the building to cut it up in front of me, right? And it's like was giving her pass after pass after pass after pass, right? Because they got in her head talking about, well, you know what I mean? They wanted me to fight her in front of everybody. I said, but why would I do that? This is chess, not checkers. Like, I already know the game. Everybody's in on it. Why, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I went to Matheson and got free clothes like everybody else. These pants came from Matheson. I got some black tights. I got a little cute black dress that ties, is above the knee. When I want to feel, I'm saying, like a lady, right? And I think I got like 3 pair of tights. They would say all black. Everything I got was black, right? The shoes I get, they're new, and I got like $139 pair of shoes for like $10 from Salvation Army, because that's like I'm saying. There's 2 days. There's Puerto Rican Day and there's White People Day. I like going on White People Day because it's the white people that's buying me the new stuff. If I say I need something, they buy, even the men. That man built me that tray that goes. I said I needed a tray to sit on my lap. I'm a sloppy eater. In case I want a diamond dot or I want to eat on my bed. And he built it. He built it. He got 2 things. He made sure they open and close. And it's like a cabinet. The cabinets with the, you know what I'm saying, like a blind. He made it for me by hand. Right? That's why I like to go on White People Day. Cause and little boy saved up his little allowance, brought me a little trinket. And I was like, oh, thank you, buddy. She was like, yeah, he bought that with his own money. I was like, oh, thank you, buddy. You know what I'm saying? They're paying dollars, but I'm paying pennies to get it out the place. And I don't mind because it's really like a donation. That's what it is. When you buy out of Salvation Army, you're donating. Right, but them prices, I'm like, you're getting carried away with these prices because this stuff is free. I say the same thing to Sisters of the Poor. This stuff is free. I'm like, you got $7.50 here, $7.50. $7.50. I said, this ain't even worth $3. You better put $1 on that. You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why they're doing it. Because there's people are coming. They're coming. They come. The Puerto Ricans come to see what I see, so they can buy it. Cause I ain't seen it was beautiful. It was in good condition. It was worth money. It was like back in the day. It was a plate set. It had the plate, the sauces, the glasses, the cup. You know what I'm saying, with the lemonade. But back in the day, they used to make it with darker colors, darker shades. Now it's all like, no, this is like back in the 50s or something like that. So what am I going to do with it? Because it was you know what I'm saying, it was for like a big family, right? Then I seen some crystal glasses. I was like, you know what? But all they do is get the stuff and sell it though. If I'm gonna buy something nice, I wanna, you know what I'm saying, keep it. That's why I'm getting ready to get me some totes. Totes. I got a lot of clothes. Totes, right? And they're all saying, let me see how they don't, cause yous don't got nothing. Yous don't got. If you don't got nothing, your room's not gonna be cluttered. I got shoes. I got clothes. Yous don't have nothing. What yous have, yous are stealing from me. Right? They said, well, it's that, but this is like this is my home. Right? I'm not putting nothing in storage. I'm living here. I'm paying rent. This is where if I want to have trunks full of clothes all over this place, it's my business. Right? Why? Because you've got two, three pair of shoes. No, I can't even wear two pair of shoes. I gotta have multiple shoes even before my foot. Um, I had an operation on my foot. I have to have multiple shoes because if you keep wearing the same shoes over and over again, they're gonna hurt your feet. And then you know what I'm saying. So I like to have multiple pair of shoes. Sometimes I don't even wear shoes. That's why my shoes last so long. I wear slippers through the summertime. And I see them kids, I was like, shoot, these kids are wearing Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs too in the winter. And save me some money. I wish my kids, Crocs was out when my kids was growing up. They would have had every color. So anyway, did you ever encounter one of them people that do things just to piss you, antagonize you? I don't really want to use big words because I'm tired. I just want to just make it easy. Antagonize you, right? And no matter how many times you have the talk, the same talk, they keep doing it. And the husband keeps saying, stop, because this girl's talking about beating you in the face with some rocks and a sock. But she can't help herself. She truly can't help herself. I'm the only one I got to put on my big girl. But that's why I don't even like being around her. But I'm going to tell you what she used to do. And this is what I'm saying about Matheson, the women, right? Because they don't know. They did have an apartment. They was renting a room just like me. They was there for like, I don't know, it was short. They see me and they was like, you know what I'm saying, showboating or whatever. And then next on the day, he was like, they still leave us a eviction note. I was like, what? He said, yeah, been underneath the bookshelf for like, I don't know how many weeks, but we gotta go. So when I used to go to Matheson, right, this is what they do. They will let all the white women will go just like they did today, right? They put cakes and stuff up there. If you don't got nowhere to bake the cake, why would you take the cake? And this is why they was mad. I did have them two turkey and cheese sandwiches. I could have gave somebody, but I wanted the bread because it's fresh bread. But I didn't want the meat. I didn't even bring it for. I'm this tired. I don't even want to feed the animals. So I was going in my bag and taking out oranges, tangerines, and I was eating them. So for me not to get that, because I did want the cakes, because I could have bought, the little cupcake thingies and put it in the air fryer. Because I bake cookies in the air fryer. You got to turn them over, but nevertheless, they cook just like them in the oven. I do everything in the air fryer. It is a multiple oven for me. And if I break it, I'm going right to the back to the Salvation Army and get another one. So they took everything so I couldn't get nothing because I'm eating oranges and they eating oatmeal. Even when I was homeless, I didn't eat that oatmeal. They all lined up for that oatmeal. I was like, that man was sitting there slurping that oatmeal. I was like, ugh. I was like, Nina loca. Because he's crazy. He's nice looking, but he's crazy. I don't know how he lost his leg, but I remember him though. They stole his leg. He got in a fight, and they took his leg. I was right there. It was right in Crossroads. They stole that man's leg, but they gave him a wheelchair though. But he be popping off. He got a gun. He don't got a leg, but he got a gun. Shit crazy. It's all right. I was so focused on beating that girl up. That's how the devil works, boy. When I go black, I just, my target is my target, and I'm just not gonna stop looking at it, right? And this is the thing, I didn't realize I had my hand so tight holding my pants because she was antagonizing me again. But I'm gonna have to talk with her one more time. I'm gonna say, this is the last time. Talking about I can fight. I said, no, you can't fight. They got you fighting people that don't hit back. When some other people hit back, it's different. You are not even fighting. That is not a fight. You are just abusing people, the people that I love. That's what it is. You are a bully. I hate bullies. And they're bullying the people that I love. I was crying and everything because she don't know. She just didn't know how close she was for me snapping her neck like a chicken wing. And they was like, don't move. Even Pastor Wendy came in gangsta. I was like, she was like, do not ruin your life for that bitch. Because she's a crackhead. The girl that talks to herself was walking back and forth saying, please don't, please don't, please don't. Kevin's begging, but I had the green light though. Right? I had the cops. They was gone. It was whatever. How long you need? I was like, bow, 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 bow. It was like, because nobody likes her. Because she tries to be tough, but she's not. She's picking on the weak. You need to pick on somebody strong. I said, you are in here. Because I command order wherever I go. You are in here. You and your punk husband are in here bullying people. You acting like you're that big. And you're not. You are not. And these girls I love. Like, love. That's my love. I thought she killed her boyfriend. I was going to snap her throat. I'd be like, hi, my love. You know, she stays away from me, but she popped up, so I know there's something going on. But that boyfriend of hers, I was like, she was crying. I was like, you know what, love? If he did it, blink one time. He was busting in the back saying, because I told him, if you keep beating on her, I'm going to bust you in your face. You need a woman that's going to hit you back. Right? And then mommy fighting in the church. I'm like, yo, mommy, what's up? I was like, what's popping? What's good? You know what I mean? She's a little person, her and her husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling that girl, you in here bullying, beating on people that I love. I say, you're not that bitch. If you beat me up, then you'll be that bitch. I swear to God, some little girl walked by me and I ain't lying, looked just like my mother. Dark as night. Dark as Keith was there. I don't know where them kids came from, but I'm like, who's these kids? That little girl walked by me and said hi. I'm like, oh my God, she looks just like my mother. Exactly a spin image of my mother and my grandmother. I don't know who she is. There's a whole bunch of, but I know certain time of year it's a family. I should have minded my business. This family's working my nerves. We always end up at the graveyard. They got a relative by the fence, and they got a relative by North Main Street, and then they got a relative on Branch Avenue, and it's like they can't let go. And I be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know them. I was just, not minding my business, which I shoulda, but I can't help myself. And it was getting all drunk. Da, 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 da. I'm like, why you killing yourself? I said, his soul's in heaven, or wherever. You could talk to him wherever. You do not. It's just his temple, and it's gonna turn into dust. You can talk to him anywhere, anywhere. And then one day I seen it's the same thing. I seen them over there, and I started crip walking. He was like, "Well, how was she?" Da, 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 da. Listen, just stop. Just you know what I mean. Celebrate his life, not his death. You're still mourning because you ain't celebrating his life. Make a dinner. I was like, do you's got a house? And you know what I'm saying? I'll come and cook for you. Because you's a working my nerves. I was going to say, we can meet at the graveyard, which, we don't plan it. It just so happens when I'm at the graveyard, they're there and they're smoking weed, they're drinking, they're crying, they're dancing, and here come my crazy ass. And I just try to give them encouraging words. I'm telling you, you don't believe, mother don't believe me, but I'm telling you, when people know I am in the graveyard, they go out their way to come in the graveyard. And I'll walk by and I'll be like, I'll say something, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'll be like, well, how would she know that? It's just, they make it a burden. You know what I mean? I'm blessing you, but now you're going to work my nerves and give me a headache. Right? So, oh my God, that girl just kept torturing me. I mean, we had to talk before, the whole smell, listen, till we got a problem. And I'm talking just like this. I always talk with respect. And soon as they pop off, I punch them in the face. And I'm trying not to go there. I'm going to go through the whole spiel again because I told her today, I was just, oh my God. I was in a bad way. I was in a dark place. And I'm like, I'm gonna do the spiel again with her. The husband keeps begging me. I'm like, this is the last time. I was telling because I be with women up for less. You know what I'm saying? I punched this girl in the face just for wearing my pants because she stole them. You know what I mean? I messed up a girl's, I don't know what I did, but she said I messed her mouth up. I don't know if her jaws was broke or not, but, because she stole my clothes. And I tried to tell her one more time, if you speak to me one more time, it's going to be on and popping. Because I'm trying to get over you stealing from me. And that's the thing, they're doing everything somebody did to me or I did to somebody, right? Except fight. They do, like, I was on my phone. Well, I wasn't even on my phone. I was flicking through because, and the girl was talking like, yeah, we're going to do to you. Listen, I'm not breathing in your energy. Right? Because it boils down to they want me to go to jail so they can go take what they want and then put the garbage that they feel is garbage that they can't get nothing for in storage. That's how they get down. I'm not the first one they did it to. And I probably won't be the last. Right? They was like, you need the storage. No, I don't. All my stuff is staying right here. You done stole. Now, first they stole the necklaces. And ain't nobody even nobody sanctified in the building like they say I am. Right? First, they stole the chains. I'm going to go over it again. Then they gave me chains and painted them. But you can tell they was all rusted out because by the time, I got back home, all the gold was gone. That's the medallion. was still gold. Now the medallions are gone. The gold medallions are gone. It's like the same medallion that was in there that was in that hot box. I had two of them. I bought them from here. Because I took them out. Oh, she said, why would I sell my stuff? That's stupid. I still got stuff to sell. I bought this ring for $75. I bet you I can get $25 for it. I know it's more though, but he charged me $75. I can take it to the pawn shop and get $25 because it's straight up glass. And ain't no two rings the same. You never get the same designs. See, I call that it look like orbit. Look like a planet. Living in a ring. See all the pretty colors? I'd be taking it off because if you bang it too much, it starts to break. In the summertime, it swells. It ain't swelled now though, but and then in the wintertime, it cracks. So that's why I don't wear it during the wintertime because it always cracks right here. You don't know. I spent like $300 on these rings. They were stealing them out of Stanwood Street. They stole them. I broke some. They broke some. You know what I mean? It's like ridiculous. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna do the whole smear again. I'm like, look, I'm sick of giving favors because favors are starting to work my nerves. If you can't control your wife, right? Because I hate for somebody just to, you know what I'm saying, just to be starting trouble because then she's gonna be like, I can fight, right? And then she had one of them women, right, that don't like the color of my skin. But I was like, girl, you don't like the color of my skin, but you did suck a half of a black dingaling. Because my brother is mixed. And you was on drugs, so I'm pretty sure you stuck the whole lot of dinglings. Now she's clean, she's back to that, you know what I'm saying? She don't really mess you. Girl, something's wrong with you because the white men don't want you downtown Providence. And that is hard to believe. Because if a dog can walk on two legs, put on some Daisy Dukes and some lipstick, and throw on a wig and call her name Martha, no pun intended, Martha. No pun intended. They'll do her. Because she got a coochie in her mouth and they can sell it. And then your mama, you can't stay at your mama's house. And then the white women in the women's shelter got you kicked out. So it's something in you. I got myself kicked out. Pardon. It's something in you that the white men don't want you. The white women don't want you around them. You can't stay at your mama's house, right? You thought my brother was going to pick you, but he picked the older woman. And then they kicked you to the curb. Because I'm like, how can you have a mother? Because if my mother was living, I would be right in my mother's high rise. They wouldn't even know I was there. And if I was there, they wouldn't have cared. Right? How can you have a mother and your mother won't accept you in her home? You can come visit, but you can't stay. I know Puerto Ricans that have all their kids living in their high rise. One bed, it'd be like 5 people. I'm like, you must can't move in your mother's house. You must can only go to, it'd be an awkward situation. If I go to somebody's house and they're watching every move I make, I'll be like, you know what? It's not good for me to come back over here. But anyway, now this is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to leave it alone because people are trying to stir the pot. Do not stir the pot. Don't do it. Don't. My son and Yvette Fields' son share the same father. Yvette Fields' son got murdered. Plus, the father got another son by another woman. Right? My children really didn't hang out in Providence. He got murdered in the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts. right? So I want to know how my child will have something to do with his brother's murder, and they wasn't even that close. They did not hang together. Now the other brother is more closer than that to that brother than my son is. So I want to know what to, because all of a sudden, turn up called me again. I call her back. She's really, it's really a one-sided conversation. Now, if you are living for the Lord, as you say you are, you don't like the gossip, right? The only person she's really asking about is my son. That is her kid's cousin, first cousin. Their first cousin. Now my son know her daughter's children better than he knows his brother. Now what do my son got to do with anything? And I'll wait. Because my son was even in the vicinity at that time. We was housebound. He did what he did and he'll come right back home. I'm not telling you where he lives. Even if I did talk to him, I'm not telling you because it was Keith. My son don't got nothing to do with none of your business. None of your business. Whatever he's doing is his business. He's grown. But I will not, and I repeat, I will not tolerate it at all. At all. Gonna go snitching about what? What I snitch about? That's what I don't get. When we went to Delron's funeral, we were sitting in the car. I go to look out the window, right? I didn't even, it was just a lot. But the girl who Turnup's husband supposed to have killed was coming to the car, and she's Kim Fields and them cousin. She was sneaking on my window side. But what do I got to do with anything? I didn't hang with them. I did not hang with them. I don't know about what happened. All I know is about what I was told. And she told everybody to stuff. Well, no, she told everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on, but leave me and my children out of it. Because we have nothing to do with it. How would I know anything? Whatever I heard was hearsay. And I try to give the information to Kim. But you don't got to bother me and mine. You can go right ask Jeannie Gibbs. Because she's the one that said it. And I already said that. So stop. Stop. Please. Please. Everybody ain't a punk like you think they are. They're not. They're not. We are not. Every time this boy's, every time an anniversary get ready to come, no, just stop. Stop. Go to the detectives that's working the case because there's cameras all around. I don't know why they didn't catch it because cameras are everywhere. Cameras are everywhere. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? I'll fight anybody. Ain't nobody gonna make me say nothing I do not want to say. At all. At all. Talk about they're trying to set my son up. Ain't nobody gonna believe that girl. Ain't nobody gonna believe my what he kill him for? What he kill him for? He sure didn't need to rob him because he was moving. He was moving weed like he was moving crack cocaines. My house was open. I mean like a revolving door. And he had a car. And all he was doing was selling weed, making money. Hand over fist. Hand over fist. We was all selling it. Me, the brother, whoever came to the door, we was, they taught me how to so what are you talking about? You just need to stop. You just need to go about your lives. Go talk to the detectives. See if they got any new information or whatever. But leave me alone. Because if the detectives thought I knew something, they'll come right to me and they question me. And that would be a waste of time. Because I'll just be saying the same thing. Please leave me alone. The last time I see Delron was at Wayne Burton's funeral. No, not Wayne Burton. What was Wayne Mangum? Wayne Mangum's funeral, my niece's father's funeral. I was just like, hey, we didn't hug or nothing. Keith is sneaky. See, Keith want her to believe she can do what I'm doing. But everybody's path is not the same. He's trying to duplicate my path. My path is not her path. It's not. I don't know what type of warrior she is for the Lord, but I know what type of warrior I am for the Lord. You see, you want her to believe she can still do what I do, right? And still praise God, but God didn't give us the same path. And I'm going to tell you one thing, what Keith's going to do for Turner. And this is real life. Keith's going to have, because Keith is the devil. You can call him God if you want to. Keith is the devil. Janice has nothing on Keith at all, because Keith will beat a bitch down for me like she was a man. Because he don't like me fighting, but I cannot be with the devil. Because I say I can love the Lord for the both of us. That's when you're young and dumb. And you don't want to get punched in the face. You'll say, I can love the Lord for both of us, God. Crazy. Anyway. He is going to invite the devil into her life yet again. Because she said she's been sick with the flu. She hasn't been going to church. But the lady that calls her, she prays with her every night. But you got the devil actually. The devil's in your house. He's at you. Let him walk. You let Keith walk right in. That's who you need to stay away from. Because he's a narcissist. He's going to manipulate you to believe that you can live the path that I'm living. You see, and this is the thing. This is the thing I caught. Because when I'm talking to somebody and we're talking about religion or politics or whatever, right? I indulge in a conversation because it's something I like to do. And if I'll be like, hold up, let me Google it. They'd be like, yeah, Google it, because it gets deep. When I was talking, it was like, you know what I'm saying? She just kept, yeah, you got to believe in the Lord, let the Lord lead you. Oh, yeah, but she cannot quote nothing. Because I was really telling her about the movie. I didn't want to talk about the movie here because I want them to have movie night and I really want them to watch the movie because that movie is twisted. I'm going to watch it Monday because I'm going to have to recoup because I swear to God, I don't drink or nothing, but when I go out, And the next day, it feel like I was drinking all night long, cause that's how much of a good time I had. It's the adrenaline rush. Cause when I'm out and listening to music, I pay seats. That's why I pay for the seats on the end. I'm paying to whole get my stuff held. Cause I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna be two stepping. Whatever I'm doing, I'm getting my money's worth. I'm not sitting down. Nope. If you gotta go to the bathroom, I'll move out the way, let you walk through my stuff, and I be like, watching, don't touch nothing of mine, or I'll chop you in your throat. I get it high. I be high up in the balcony because I need glasses, and I gotta be high up so I can sing. It be blurry, but you know what I'm saying. I like to sing, and I don't want to be in front screaming in John Legend's face. They be like, no video. I'm gonna be taking pictures and everything, girl. I ain't gonna take videos because they take them off, but I'm gonna take pictures and everything of him from way up top, right? It's the adrenaline rush I get, and then when you crash, and then I'm drinking. I be having snacks in my bag, sugar. I'm getting high of sugar, and then when the crash comes, the next day I be so tired, so tired. I get high off sugar. I be having cakes, candy, soda, whatever. I just be snacking and eating and two stepping. Okay, they want $5 for a soda. I'm like, child. Oof. But yeah, it won't be long. It won't. I'm telling you, it won't be long. If she keep messing with Keith, she's gonna be right back in the street. Cause Keith's gonna take her out of the church. Watch him. Watch what he do. Watch exactly what he do. I know him. I know him. And Raymond Lee knows him too. Raymond Lee already knows what it is. He's gonna take her right out of the church. She's gonna be right back where she was. Then she's gonna have to start all over again. Cause people need to understand you can't live the way somebody else is living. I don't keep up with the Joneses. I surely don't. I sure don't. I go to 2 stores, 3 stores in the mall. And Rainbow loves me. You hear me now? Because they go to the store where the stuff costs an arm and a leg. And she orders it, bootleg. But nevertheless, I go feel the material, go upstairs and feel the material. It's just a different brand. It's the same thing, but a different brand. But shoes, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying too. Everybody, I was going in that store. Everybody wanted to go in the store. If you want to go spend $89 for a pair of jeans, please, I would. I would. If I wanted $100 pair of jeans, I'm gonna buy $100 pair of jeans. I'm not gonna go in there and buy the cheapest thing. I bought an $80 hat. I'm like, God damn, but the hat was dope though, cause I seen Sierra with it on. I said, I'm getting this hat, cause I believe it's Sierra's store, and I believe that's her brand. That jean coat is everything, CCO. That jean coat is everything. I wanted to jump through there and punch you dead in your eye. That coat is bad. That coat is dope. I'll probably trip over it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this long dress I got from donation. I seen the girl wearing it. She was pregnant. I was like, oh my God, that is nice. I think she was Mexican. That's nice. I like that. I swear to God, it was in donation and I got it. That's why I got that strapless bra. I won't wear nobody's drawers, but like I said, they buy new bras and they wash them. So now I got a strapless bra. So I wore it one time. You know what I mean? I took pictures out of the state house. I tripped over. That's why I had to put a knot in it because I'm clumsy. I took over that dress so many times. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to kill myself. But anyway, yeah, I took my medicine. I got to wait till it, you don't want to be in jail. You know what I'm saying? If somebody even step on my foot, I'll punch them dead in the face. Cause I was in a dark place, a dark place. It's like hatred comes over me. I just hate everybody. Everybody. And people don't help when, when they poke the bear. You gotta live. And I'm like, I don't know if he's helping me or if he's reminding me who I am. Because the more I listen to his song, the more I'm getting loud. The stronger I'm building up my strength. NBA Youngboy, I'm like, I don't know if I should keep listening to this music because, right, I think to me, this is what I got from it. He's reminding me who I was. And who I was turning into. Here come the devils. There they come.
I don't know why the light is on.
What light?
The light, all the.
Oh yeah, because I didn't turn them off yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Everybody don't work like Rob. I heard this what you said. I can have big too. I do my job.
9 o'clock supposed to be off, but yeah, because we are paying the bill.
Your staff don't do their job either, but it's okay. You need to worry about somebody else's your staff, worry about your staff. I told you how she is. They don't know I'm on live. Because they definitely don't do their job. Pay bills, but don't fix none. That's crazy. I told you. See how she is? You heard her? Ain't she supposed to be a mother? Their staff don't do their job either. Them doors are still broken. When maintenance gonna fix them? Talking all loud. Oh, I got a scab. That's how they are. Mm-hmm. Told you they're the devils. What? I don't got, listen. I'm here doing my job. I don't got nothing to do with you or mother. You just starting trouble. She's starting trouble. What is she talking about? I'm waiting for you to leave. No, why would I be waiting for you though? Why is she criticizing me anyway?
I'm not criticizing you, Millie.
No, what? Please, please.
I didn't criticize.
I'm asking you, please.
Yeah, I didn't criticize.
But
Switch off the light.
I'm asking you, please.
No, you have to. If you're not listening, then this is not right. You have to respect me.
But I know how to do my job, though.
I know, but you don't know how to do your job. You should be 9 o'clock should be off light.
I know how to do my job.
You don't know. You don't make around also.
You don't know what I do. How you gonna tell me what I do?
know because sometimes I go down, I find the light on.
That's because your staff ain't turning the light off. That girl sat there for a half an hour.
Who is that girl?
The girl that was in the kitchen that left the refrigerator light on. Maybe if she wasn't in here gossiping, right? She could have been back there seeing what she left on.
No, she never gossip. I never see her gossip. She didn't tell me anything.
No, they don't never tell you anything. You are criticizing me though.
Sorry, but what I'm saying, but you know what I'm
No,
saying.
you need to worry about what your staff and what they do, because they don't do their job either. To get respect, you gotta give respect. All you had to do was come and say, Millie, can you turn the light off? That ain't what you said, mother. You were saying I don't do my job. I do my job, right? Your nurses come down here and they turn lights on. I'm not gonna run behind your employees, mother. When they're turning our lights, they can turn them on, they can turn them off. Just like Michaela came in here when you sent her to the hospital and left the light on. Why she didn't turn it off? And then she's gonna give me the key. Why you give me the key? You went in there and got the key, so go back there and put the key back. I do rounds. Your staff comes down here. They use the oven to warm up their food. They be in there on the computer where you clock in at. They be in the offices down here. Lord knows they be somewhere smoking cigarettes. So I be smelling cigarettes and stinky feet. And I don't smoke. The maid, the housekeeper leaves feces all over the toilet and leave it there for the next one to clean when she should clean it herself. The back toilets be having pee all on them because that's a man or a woman ain't sitting down. She leaves that there for the next housekeeper. The door's been broke for 2 years and I'm still waiting for the motor to come in. I can turn that light off in the computer 10 times. They come right back down here and turn it on because they be on the internet. Workplaces don't even let you on the internet.
I know, yeah, the girls they play, that is not right.
That's what I'm saying. I do turn off the lights. They come down and turn them on. I'm not going to keep running behind them. They got to smoke cigarettes. They got to come down here somewhere unless they're hanging out the window again. Good night.
Good night, brother. Good night. All right, good night, Millie.
Good night. Troublemaker. When they stop putting up. They don't know that she's live. Everything's recorded. Everything's recorded. The whole conversation. I know you's a got something about that. Told y'all they start trouble. Oh, this is different. Let me go do the round. Watch, you turn up the light, somebody's gonna come. They be creeping all down here. They be smelling like sex and everything in there. I ain't chasing behind no. I'm not doing that. Whatever they do in the dock, we'll surely get to the light if somebody's looking for it, but I ain't. You can't criticize somebody's work when your workers don't work. How you gonna be a maid or a housekeeper but complain that you gotta pick up other people's stuff? That's your job. Sweeping, mopping, cleaning toilets, folding clothes, or whatever else you do around here. They want to come in. The janitorial man comes in at 3:30, 4 o'clock. He'll be here 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. He don't start working at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So why is he be in here? He be downstairs smelling like weed and liquor. You know what I mean? The lady with the knee, she's a drug addict. I mean, how many times you gonna beg the doctor for narcotics and he gotta keep telling you no? I was like, well, ask for Suboxones. They love giving people Suboxones. She a drug addict. I was addicted to pills too. I know. That's why she be all sluggish and sleeping upstairs. She ain't talking about that. They only talked about the black girl on the fourth floor. But that lady with the bad knee, cause she be withdrawing, she be sleeping. They all be sleeping, coming out of rooms. I was like, I'm just not gonna come up here no more, cause it ain't gonna be good for neither one of us. That's why I don't make rounds up there no more, but I do make sure the doors are locked. Yeah, if I have food, I will definitely be waiting for Janice to leave. I don't got no food, so I ain't lying. I wasn't waiting for Janice to leave. I do my rounds when I'm ready to do my rounds. I don't work like Rob. Rob made up all them rules. Because I don't trust you or Janice, and that's real life. And I know you're in there listening because that's what you do. Told you they gossip. Mother don't even supposed to be gossiping. She don't even supposed to be arguing with me. She's breaking all her, you know what I'm saying? But I know a couple of the sisters got me, and they're right here listening to Janice and Mother start trouble because somebody else got on the horn saying, "Yep, they went right down there starting trouble with Millie." Some call me Millicent. She's gonna be laughing. You sinning. Now you gonna be repenting. She said in Arabic. She don't even do her job. I do my job. I've been here for 2 years. Them doors are still broken. They try to act like I was like, them doors still ain't fixed. She has somebody on the phone. They're telling you to get respect. You got to give respect. Janice and her are troublemakers. They wait till everybody leaves, then come down here and start trouble. And I'm not lying. I ain't waiting for Janice to leave because I don't got no food. All I bring was snacks. But if I had food, I wouldn't move until Janice left. And then I still take my food on my back. That's why I put it in the backpack. She thinking, no, I'm begging her to stop because before it get out of hand, I'm going definitely telling let me call text my supervisor because there is somebody from here that he talks to. She's not the administrator. He got there's a lady from here that is sits in with Allen Universal, and it's not her. And I'm definitely calling them, telling them how she's telling me I don't do my job, and telling I don't work for her. That's what I keep telling her. I don't work for you. You can't tell me what to do. You don't even got to talk to me. Oh yeah, let me call because there's a complaint line. You know, around how you know what I do.
It ain't long. No, no. Oh, okay. No, I let you know why, girl. Oh, okay, thank you. They don't care why should I? My stuff is in my pocket. No, no, no.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Unprofessional.
Night.
We do not gotta turn the lights out if we don't want to. That light's staying right on. Who turned it on? Because we don't gotta sit in the dark. Like, we do not gotta be in the dark. As I did. I go corporate again. She thinks she won. You didn't win. And I keep telling you, I don't work for Sisters of the Poor, so no, I don't gotta listen to you. I don't even be disrespectful. I don't even talk to you. So I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, I should have told you, you know what I mean? I like Universal followed me and phone socket on the bus. Letting me know they got me. Because they already know. Everything I say is true. Some people at that Walgreens is retarded. Stop calling my name. Cause I called her so she can tell the CEO what's really going on. He need to come in here and handle business the right way, cause that's who I deal with, cause he understands business and so do I. We both know what it takes to run a successful business. And if you can't even get your employees to clean the toilet, how you gonna tell somebody else how to do their job? They get high in here and everything. Be hanging out the window smoking cigarettes. I bet you I can go to them, I can go to these neighbors. Cause I already caught them once, but I bet you their neighbors catch them all the time. You know what I mean? I had a few people come up to me talking about how I destroyed how they was running their empire through here. Now you want to keep talking? How I ruin your empire? I don't even run the building. I'm just doing my job. It's like what happened to all the piles of checks? They swindled down. I mean, who just really paying? Cause them was a lot of checks to be going out. And you do not mail these people their paychecks. That's what I'm telling the people. Whoever left here when I got here is not helping you. They're hurting you. Cause I had it right on like you right on live. Oh God. Told you the devil's real. The devil always comes when you least expect him. Right? Because don't nobody even be down here. The only one that come down here that you be hearing is Sister Mary Agnes. She's the only one, and she comes to talk to the administrator's daughters or whatever. But you can always see hello. You always know when there's something going on. You are a mother. You supposed to be held at a high standard. But right now, you a bottom feeder. Because how you going to tell somebody else how to do their job, right? And your own employees don't do their job. Do you really think I care that you got me locked out of independent living? I don't, because that's less work I got to do. See, yous ain't hurting me at all. Yous are just making my job easy. And she said it in the Arabic. And I heard her. She's gossiping. That ain't what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to come to me and talk to me like she's a child of God. But she didn't because that devil spawn was there. Then she's going to tell Janice, oh, you hear Janice? Oh, what mother said, if I had food here, I wouldn't leave because somebody did something to my drink. The coconut water didn't taste the same as the coconut water I had at my house, in my refrigerator. So no, I don't trust you because you's a grimy. You throw rocks and hide your hand. And she said, no, I don't got to listen to you because I don't work for you. Now, if you would have came and said, well, can you turn the light off instead of, then I would have been like, oh, yeah, but I don't got to sit in the dark. I can keep all the lights on if I want to. That's Rob's stuff. I don't work like Rob. That's like Rob probably got a thing to go back there. That's fine. Because there's a door right there I can run out of. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't even know who's helping you, but they're not helping you. It's Rob. They're hurting you. Because Rob's stupid. And then she's going to be smiling. What are you smiling for, though? Why are you smiling and saying, oh, good night? You didn't do nothing to me, devil. You're going to have a restless sleep because now you sinned. Now you sinned. Now you're going to go upstairs and you're going to cry because it's going to hit you. Because I'm telling you everything. That lady had sex in the kitchen with Junior. They was praying, they was screwing. It ain't the first time she had sex in the kitchen. The janitorial man comes in, goes downstairs wherever he goes, and then comes back up smelling like weed. Like he just smoked, because the weed smoke's in his clothes. The door been broke for 2 years. The grease trap been broke more than 2 years, because that stuff is rotted out down there. Hey. She said that because that's what the janitorial man was on the phone saying, I don't do my job. First of all, I didn't leave that light on. Your worker left the light on. She was in that chair for over an hour running her mouth. Maybe if she would have made sure everything was turned off, right? And then the thing was, they was talking about the refrigerator and the light and all that, and it's going to stay on because you should have turned it off. Like I said, the nuns broke the toilet upstairs on purpose. Just like when the doctor's office ceiling leaked, I heard them banging. After they got them banging, the pipe burst. The curtains down in the dining room. The pieces there, but nobody fixed it. Like when I first started here, all the floors, all the clients were shitty and pissy. The nurses would let them lay in their shit and piss. And then I would go up at a certain time, like 2 or 1, 3 o'clock, and be like, yeah, somebody needs their pamper changed. Because they wasn't even changing them. That's why Bernadette's husband had bed sores, because they wasn't cleaning them right. But ain't nobody talking about that. I learned about bed sores from beating that white man that called me a nigger with a switch, and a doctor seen it. That's how they stop. It eats from the inside, and then it eats its way out. It starts from inside the skin because the moisture gets in, and then your skin gets raw. Then your skin gets raw, and then that's when they turn, they ain't sores at first, they're bumps. And then they turn into sores because they're still not being cleaned properly. She ain't talking about that. Or how I told her how the cooking lady was in there humping on their pancakes and coughing all over the pancakes. She's still in there coughing and humping. That's why they be telling Rob what I said. Rob be falling for it. I know what Rob said. Billy said she loves the sisters of the poor. But I bet you he didn't tell Rob that I said, I bet you didn't tell Rob I said they really don't like me either because I won't do their job. But it's still a job. See, they leave out parts. That's why I know that, I'm smart. I'm not stupid. Every time somebody says something about like a sister of the poor, you try to take advantage of them. See how God works? And that's why he does it, because he knows who the troublemaker is. That's why he told Rob. That's exactly, you don't think, because you's playing checkers. That's why I told these old people, watch that movie. Ask for, there's like a bingo night, ask for a movie night. They should buy you a projector off Temu. And watch that movie and you'll understand what I mean when I say people sign their souls over to the devil. And then gotta be him. No, let me shut up. You will understand. You will get it. Marlon's really my cousin. You will really get what I'm saying. And you need to pay attention. Pay attention. Because when he goes hook up with Marlon, the devil's all around him. He can't even see it. The devil's children's all around him. He just want to be blessed to take Marlon's place. We know who the troublemaker is. Rob walked right into that one. Rob walked right into that one. All right.
I'm definitely gonna go see Bishop. You think I don't know Pigeon? I'll go right over there to the church Tuesday or Wednesday and go talk to Bishop. Cause mother needs to have a talking to. I'm gonna show her who I am. Since you can think Janice is, I'm gonna show you who I am. Cause ain't I'm gonna tell him no mother supposed to act like that. I don't gotta listen to you cause you're not my boss. I'm definitely going to Bird. If you don't think he called me Father Millicent, you got another thing coming. Good night. Cause I am Father Millicent. And I'm definitely going over there. I keep telling you, I don't even know that white man. That white man, they got beat up today. I had the cops. That cops was like, how long you need it? Ain't gonna take long. My nephews was out and popping. I'm definitely gonna go talk to Bird. Kevin thought I was lying. Kevin said, yeah, Bird. He was like, who told you that? Father Millicent. Because I know he is the bishop. I'm going right over there. Oh, let me see if I can find because I did write them an email. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to write over how the bishop said. I'm going to write the cardinal. I'm going to write the, yep, that's what I do. Because this got to stop. You can't walk the fence. You either for the Lord or the devil. I begged her to stop because I don't want to disrespect her. I'm just, you know what I mean? I just started taking my medicine today. But I can talk in a calm voice. Let her know what her employees are supposed to be, whoever employees. But I'm going right to the cardinal because it's got to stop. They got to send somebody in here. Hi. I'm not even playing. Do you just like I did them people on Cranston Street? I sure did. I go right on Walgreens. I go corporate. They be there doing drug deals. I'm like, And the people are just, oh my God, they let people steal. People working for our Universal when they're stealing. I'm like, this don't make no sense. You too. She was fucking confused. She knew I understood Arabic. I watched them movies too. But I'm bad. I could understand any in language. Yeah, I watch all them type of movies. That's how I learn. I be watching their news, looking at the words, repeating. My mind just works that way. You know what I mean? My mind is fantastical. They want it for science, but give me and my brain. You know, my brain's fantastical. You know what I'm saying? Even when I sleep, I'll put on a different language so I can sleep. And my brain will comprehend when people start to talking out. Eventually, I start understanding. Yeah, I'm phenomenal. She said it in Arabic. Good night. I don't know who she was talking to, but yeah. I ain't playing none of them games. If I playing, they got secrets. No, I'm not keeping no secrets. You can't lie because it's on live. The whole thing's on live. Like, wait a minute, I can let you see what happened. Cause this is gonna when they don't know when I go off it loads up. I'm gonna share it. You see how they talk and they talk loud over you? They are ignorant. They are so ignorant. They just don't see me though. Talk about I'm trained. No, I ain't. Cause I'm calling supervisor. I'm calling corporate. You know, this is the thing. Even when I was at Walgreens, this is how I know some dirty stuff was going down in this building, right? And let me just say, I took his shit. I didn't supposed to take it to the burden, so I just said, give him. You know what I'm saying? Let that dude have that shit, cause I don't want to do it. I just don't want to be in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? When you grew up in the hood, right, and you run the street, you start to realize where you can survive at and where you can't. And I'm not saying about using drugs and none of that. I'm just saying you adapt. When you're from the hood, you adapt to your environment, right? You gotta adapt. If there's a whole bunch of aggressive people around, what you gotta be? Aggressive. Because if you ain't, you're the weak link. So everybody's gonna be jumping on you, punching you in the face, making you do everything. So now you gotta adapt to your environment. We're like animals. People don't see it, but everybody, we're like animals. Animals in a cage, but it's America and we run free. And that's real, right? So that's why I'm like, most of these women here, girl, please, I can go to probably any Dominican bar, because most of them's all Spanish, and you could be in there dotting and bopping, or in the projects, or whatever neighborhood you live in. You dotting and bopping, playing your music all night on the weekends when you don't gotta work, keeping the neighbors up, but they're used to it. Because you're doing it together, twerking and all that. So, right? We ain't nothing but animals. Animals who walk on two legs. Humans act just like wild beasts. Humans act just like wild beasts. The only thing is, well, even beasts have caves and they still got a roof over their head, right? You got to learn to adapt to your situation. So if I will keep going to Walgreens, now I don't like that. Walgreens, right? I got to adapt. So that means I got to be aggressive. I'm not even aggressive here because they don't even, if they see me today, you know what I mean? If you see, you understand. But when they start talking about, they started from 3 months, but it kept going down. They was like, what? Then it went down to no time. Because they're starting to see what it is and what's it going to be. But I swear, they're saying they're trying to get me back to Providence because I bring in peace. Wherever I am, it's peaceful. If I'm not there, it's just ruckus. Right? So I'm at Walgreens doing my job. Supposedly, I'm not standing there because ain't nothing really to do. Just like I'm just sitting here. Right? Dudes are coming in saying, snitch. Snitch, what are you talking about? Whatever I was telling about Sisters of the Poor is true. It's true. They was moving drugs. They was making drug deals in the yard. And now I'm the snitch. All the dudes that disrespected me went in that bar across the street. And every car that came in to Walgreens was repeated. I'm like, you the same dude. Why are you putting your hood on? I know it's you. You was just here like 15, 20 minutes ago. Right? I got people coming to you to what, oh, you room, what we had going. I don't know what you had going on.
I was doing my job. But they want to keep secrets secrets. If you want secrets, block me out of where you don't want me to go, and I won't go. I won't. Now, if somebody come in here and punch you in the face, don't call me. Don't. Please don't. Because I'm going to pick up the phone and be like, well, I'm going to call 911 for you, but I'm not coming over there. Because I got to be 6 feet. That's 2 cuts cabbages. Even if I go, I can't be near you and wherever the competition is. I got to call the cops. So let me just call now. So if I'm lying and I'm crazy, why are grown men coming up to me telling me I ruined their business? It ain't even legal, but it's their business nevertheless. And I'm gonna explain snitch one more time because you know what, it does work in my nerves. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm just sick of explaining about the snitch. A snitch is I was watching a movie and the dealer said to the nickel and dime, he's big, but he ain't as big as who he's getting his bricks from. You got a snitch in your crew. I don't trust your crew. They was like, Millie. I was like, no, it's not Millie. That's how I know you ain't about nothing. Cause you think telling is snitching. Telling ain't snitching. It's just telling. That's why some of them Puerto Rican dudes say, you know what, I'm picking Millie because she's not snitching. I told the lady I'm calling corporate. I told her right in front of her face, I'm calling corporate. And that's what some of them was saying. Well, nah, we picked Millie because she ain't snitching. She told you she's telling and she's out there telling. Right? So snitching this is why the dude was a snitch and a rat in the movie, because he was the informant to the police because he got busted. Now the police want the dealer and the buyer. That's what a snitch and a rat is. He's an informant for the police because he's trying to get out of something that he got caught in. I'm just telling. Point blank, period. Telling. Just like they kept saying, I said, well, if I'm a solemn, I a snitch. If Ray Jr. and Ray knows what he's doing, how am I a snitch? I'm just talking. And if you break my neck and throw me down the stairs, they're going to know that I didn't break my neck when I fell down the stairs. See, you don't think. That's why you're playing checkers. And I don't know how you're going to break my neck, because you ain't just going to walk up to me and snap my neck. I mean, come on now. You think I ain't going to put up a fight? Right? And I keep telling mother, no, I don't got to listen to you. I don't got to do what you say because I don't work for you. If you come and ask me something, instead of being sarcastic, I'll turn them off and then we'll leave it at that. Which I was turning them off, but I knew they was coming. Because I know. They didn't come last night, but I knew because Janice and mother is troublemakers. And I said right to him, now you're starting trouble. You heard it. It's on here. Right? This is what I'm saying. I went to Walgreens one time. That's the first time I went there. Didn't belong there that night, but I need that little bit of change this week anyway, so I can go buy my ticket to see Lion King. It's May something, but I like to get my ticket early. Right? And I don't know, this dude was on the side of Walgreens. I don't know what he was doing. I think that's the dude that puts his wang in a string and he sucks his own dingling. They told me about it. I never seen it, but I was like, what is going on? He was like, he had a string and his head was like, I'm like, what is going on? He was looking at me and I was looking at him. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you over there sucking your own wang? And he looked at me, I looked at him, I was like, look, I just don't care. I was crying. I was like, look, I just don't care. Just please, go ahead. And another thing for the ones that said I was lying, I got my money back. Yeah, yup, I got my money back. He canceled and kept all my money. And then they gave, because I had 20% off, it was $25 for the electrical ride. But because they used my 20, this is how much I use Uber. And I use reserve. I told them, you know what? Why would I wanna cancel my Uber knowing that my bus stopped running at 10:30? Why would I want to go to Crossroads? I didn't even have to tell them to Google Crossroads. Everybody knows about how Crossroads run. I don't know where they're based out of, but everybody knows about Crossroads. Why would I want to go sit somewhere for like 3 and 4 hours when I could have went home and plugged my heater in, got cozy and toasty and laid in the bed? Make it make sense. And he took all my money. He took all 19 and $95, 95 cents, because I had a 20% off coupon on my next ride. And this is the thing, he rolled by, he picks up this girl on right across the street. He picks her up. She's a key housekeeper too somewhere. And it was the same dude that kept my money. I was like, I'm getting my money back. They're investigating. You're gonna get there. And they were saying it's stealing. They're saying it's stealing. It's against the law. Because he canceled and he stole my money. That's stealing money, they said. But then I put a little word out for Scrappy, because Scrappy do own parts of it. And probably Gilly, the kid, Pigeon, probably reached out and said they stole Millie's money. You know how she is. You know what I'm saying? If it's a penny, it's still mine. But yeah, I got my little change back. Yeah, I'm penny pinching on the bus. I don't even care. I be like, I got $1.50 here. I'm putting it in. They can't kick you off once your money's. I'm like, I got $1.50. I got money back. You know what I'm saying? I'm aggravated now. I'm gonna start trouble with them. They was like, she don't even gotta pay. I don't. But sometimes I put in like $3 and $4. I be like, you never know. I might need to come on the bus for free again when I feel like being a good citizen. And this is what I'm saying, right? It's funny because they don't bother the other girl. I ain't gonna tell what she's doing. I already told, but nobody seems to care, right? I know Rob sleeps, right? Rob sleeps, and they keep stuffing them cushions up. I don't even sit on the couch, but I believe Rob gets real comfortable. Cause that girl was like, "Well, I don't like to disturb Rob either." I'm like, "Well, if Rob ain't seen you leave out the door, that means Rob's sleeping." But ain't nobody telling what Robert does. Cause they think he's a supervisor. Robert ain't nothing but a security guard like me. Rob is not the manager. They took it down. I had the paper up there. Cause they be thinking that Rob's supervisor or manager. No, he's not. Rob's just a security guy, but this is the thing. They will not call the supervisor or the manager. They call Rob. That don't make no sense. They didn't tell Rob to come in here and teach me nothing about no computer. They did not. It was Carmelo, and as Rob was teaching, he was trying to threaten me, and I'm looking at him like, you are a clown. You are a moron, because I'm telling on you. I said and I told. You got to take people and strive, right? She said, I got to respect. How I got to respect you? I don't even say hi to you. Just leave out all the animosity. You know what I mean? I don't even say hi to you because I don't respect you because of how you are. I respect Mary Vincent more than I respect her. I hold Mary mother, I always call her mother. I hold Sister Mary Vincent at a higher level than I do mother. Because mother's dipping her toe in the devil pond, honey. That's why when people be talking, I be like, please talk to Mother Mary Vincent because she is not going to lie. She will tell truth. But don't have mother around because then mother, you know what I mean? And don't let them know you're coming because it's already rehearsed. I always call Sister Mary Vincent mother because I feel she should have been mother. She's more experienced. It shouldn't go by age. It should go by, you see how they do the Pope? The Pope can be 90. They will take himself out of somewhere and make him Pope, and he's 90. He got 2 days left. 2 days, and he's going to die, but he's still Pope. It don't got nothing to do with age. It got to do with experience, knowledge. She's in good health. I don't understand. There's a lot of older nuns here that I don't. There's a lot. Some of mine I'm like, oh, where you come from? But anyways, there's a lot of elders here. I ain't gonna call them old. That's disrespectful. There's a lot of elders here that could of Mother Patricia. Yeah, it was time for her to go somewhere else. You can tell, you know, but there was a lot of elders here that could have took the place of Mother. That's I'm like, why they keep doing it by age? To even be Pope, you got to be 80, 70 at least. You got to be like 70 to be the Pope. Because all them Popes was old. But we got to, we got a middle-aged ones, thank the Lord. He's going to last some, hopefully, centuries. Not, you know what I mean? Last longer than the last one, then poor thing. May he rest in paradise. It should go by experience and knowledge. That's what it should go by. Experience and knowledge. Because when you're not mature enough and you're not strong enough to ignore the devil, you are not considered to me ready to be mother. You still got a lot of learning to do. Because mother supposed to live as Jesus Christ lived. I mean, she's supposed to be the purest of the pure. Because mother is a high standard. It's a title, but it's at a high standard title. You're supposed to get the utmost respect. When mother comes, she doing something, you're supposed to move out the chair. Not because, you're trained. It's just out of respect. But the way she acts, I can't respect her. I respect her enough not to disrespect her. And this is the United States of America, and this is my opinion. Now, when the elders come down, it ain't that I'm trained. It's just I respect them for who they are. Because they're living in their truth. Well, not, wait a minute, Miss Thing took that cane when she should have let somebody know she took the cane. I ain't going to say she stole it because this is her house. But she should have let somebody know she took the cane because when I was hurting, they thought, Mother and Janice thought I stole the cane. Because Miss Thing don't like walking with her walker. She likes having the cane. And I don't blame her because I seen her at Walmart. I'm like, girl, if you don't walk with your walker, because you know what I'm saying? But if they come and I see them go, I'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Do you need something? It ain't that I'm trained. It's that I'm respecting you for who you are. Because I didn't see no horns and tails yet. Sister Mary Vincent, I would take my jacket off and put it in the puddle just so she can walk in it. That's how much I respect her. Good night. You know, your workers should not see nothing you're doing that goes against everything you believe in, because they lose. I'm not a worker, but they lose respect for you. You know what I mean? But they'll respect you enough not to disrespect you. And I was saying, please, 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 it's because I didn't want to have the conversation. Because you always got to have the cheerleader, the devil spawn, right there. You tell me what you know. Okay, well, let me tell you what I know. And this is what I know. Because that's what it was. You're going to tell me about me, I'm going to tell you about you. Because you can go into that break room, you can go in there and turn that lid off 20 times. Somebody's always creeping down here. You know, they used the oven. I was like, look, I don't even care. Last night it smelled like cigarettes and stinking feet. And then you get a hint of cigar. So who is in here smoke with stinky feet? Do I go look? Nope, because it ain't none of my business. Please don't come this way. And then I can smell stinking coochie. Some nights, sometimes. Why would I lie? There's no reason to lie. Even if I get called into the office, they know I'm going to come and tell the truth. Because ain't no sense of lying. You can't respect somebody that don't respect who they are becoming. You get it? How you want me to respect you and you ain't respecting who you becoming? She's all bringing on. You both? No, I don't. Come on now. I was like, what? I don't work for you, so why would I have to listen to you? If you ask me something, then you know that I'll be. If you ask me something, I'll answer you or whatever, whatever. But no, that's that. I don't gotta listen to you because I know how to do my job. You know, they want you to roam all around the building. Why am I roaming all around the building? I don't know where I was, but somebody came and unlocked the door. That's why I left it unlocked when I walked over to check the doors. If yous don't care, why should I? See, because when they thought I was getting fired the last time, the place opened back up. But then when I popped up, and I'm talking about open because cars was pulling in and out of here, right? Hanging out. Some dude got his dingling sucked by a man in a parking lot, a gay guy. And then he walked across the street because that was the drug house and whatever was going on. Then they'll come back. When they thought I was getting fired last time, they opened it back up. They don't want you to do your job. But I'm not getting paid. What am I getting? What crumbs am I getting to turn a blind eye? I mean, they will be in a parking lot. These are mostly all women here. So why would you allow men to be all in the parking lot? You don't even know who these men are. Just like the peen dude, I know him. I didn't know he was a sex offender. I swear that was him coming out of Crossroads. You know, I got a lot of thinking to do. A lot. I got a lot. I can't write because if I write, because I'm used to writing my thoughts or whatever, then I'm like, what the hell? You know, because I get in the zone and then I'm writing something. It's not. It's like it ain't me writing, but For some reason, I can't read my own handwriting or somebody else's writing. I don't know. But you can't even do that, right? Because they take their time and go through all my stuff. Just like when I leave here, by the time I get to 323 Main Street, they already knew everything I said. I really don't care though. I really don't. People don't understand. They make people not care at all. Now, when I was running all through here acting all crazy, right, doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, they loved me. But then I was like, wait a minute, because all this, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm figuring out that the grease trap supposed to be cleaned up by whoever's doing the kitchen. Then they're showing me where the brooms and stuff are. Like, I swept one time to show that lady how to sweep. And basically, she didn't care because it's still the same way. If I sweep, I can get trash from under here. And I pull out a whole bunch and I tell them, oh, we're sick of you with your, who cares? Who cares? When I did a maid for 3 days, I had to clean toilets. That girl put me right on the bathroom and I did not mind. Because people are disgusting. And I do mean, and they don't even care if, they're in that room. They didn't flush the toilet. You know why? Because I'm like, they didn't flush the toilet, piss and duty in the toilet, pee all around the toilet. They just didn't, they don't care. Because most of you that work there, I got a scab right here, right here. Most of the people that work there is black and Puerto Ricans. They did not care how they left that bathroom. I was like, oh my God, I was laughing at it. I was like, no, I'm not coming back there. No, thank you. Almost got in a fight. I'm like, because like I said, you got to adapt to your environment. You know what I mean? They've been there drinking. I'm like, you was drinking. See, that's the thing. That's why I was like, it's not good for me. But this is what they didn't know. I already met the lady that runs the run it because I thought it was like a here she come renting rooms. How you doing? Good, good, good.
You finish your project? I just bought one. Not like that, but it's like got different stuff in it.
You get them from Temu. Temu got the best.
Oh, somebody told me about Temu. They bought a living room set. She goes, I said, where'd you get this? She's like, oh, this is T. I get all my stuff on Temu. She got new clothes, everything. I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
What's
some of the stuff you can't get though, but
yeah,
the diamond dots, with the price you pay at the store,
it's expensive.
yeah, they like $14 at the store, Walmart. But at Temu, they be like $1. You can get the small ones, the big ones. This came with 3.
Yeah, those are pretty. You probably got. Do you sell them or just?
No, I'm just making them so they can stand up. I'm gonna take them to the beach and stuff with me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cause if a little kid see one that they like, I got Cinderella.
Oh.
I got I did Snoopy. I got Stitch. I did
Oh
Stitch.
wow.
I did Mickey. Then I did Mickey and Minnie. I did like this dope lime color wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice. I know one of the ladies, she got this on her door. I feel like ripping it. I'm like, I'm taking this. I'm like, it's like so cute. It's like a unicorn, and she did it like with a Pegasus with wings and a unicorn. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
cute.
yeah,
She got it
yeah.
hanging on her door. I'm like, girl, that's cute. But yeah, I like that stuff. It's like,
Relaxing.
yeah,
It helps me think. I gotta figure stuff out.
right. While you think you can do that.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
you too.
I left the tray.
You know, it's like exhausting fighting the devil. It's like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like every time. This is the thing. Every time I say I like working here, they think that they're gonna control me. You're not. You're not. You see, this is what I'm saying. They keep talking about what I'm doing, but that girl sat at this desk, left that lady's trunk open all day, and I went back there and closed her trunk. Because that's security's job. But when we're not here, you got security jackets on, you got security keys. You acting like security when because they don't nobody be down here with them, keeping an eye on them. And every time, it's bad when you say you like working somewhere because now, what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They keep underestimating my intelligence. They're taking what I'm saying. It ain't that I'm not even scared. I can get moved. I can put in for a different position. Yeah, my nose squeaking. That's what I'm saying. They don't know. I can work in Woonsocket. They just put up new jobs today. I don't want to work 5 days a week. I like my little job that I got 2 days a week, and then I'm off 4 days. It's all right with me. Right? Leopards never change their spots. Never. Leopards never change their spots at all. And they need to stop listening to Rob because ain't nobody listening to Robert. I'm talking so the other sisters can hear me. Allied Universal did not send Robert in here to teach me how to use a computer. Because I only made a mistake and turned it off once. Robert said he did it multiple times, so who's really the retard? Not me. I did it one time. Everything he showed me, I already know. He's going to show me something I asked him. The lesson was over. Whatever I know, I wouldn't even show them anyway. Because I hate talking to him. There's people waiting on talk to me. They be like, you're getting fired. Fired for what? Fired for what? I ain't even doing nothing. I can have a conversation. She's telling me what she don't like about me, and I'm telling her what I don't like about her employees. I feel endangered with the door broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking her what happened to all the checks that was going out of here. Would you put them in the mailbox now so nobody can see them? I mean, how many bills do you pay? Tell what we pay the light bill. Yeah, okay. You pay to get the door fixed, but it still ain't fixed. You pay to get that curtain in there fixed, but that's still broke. You took a loan on the insurance. They used that room. And all you did was do the back basement over. You didn't even do the room that needed really be done. You should have sealed all them holes up down there. That's dangerous. You see how life works? Yes, the insurance man came. Because, people be telling. I don't be asking no questions. But I remember everything. And did an estimate on that room that I be complaining about. And they took the money and did downstairs over. They didn't do the room over, but they took the money and did downstairs over. That door been broken for 2 years. See, this is the tricks that they play. I don't know who little pea brain, but I said, well, I'm not gonna lock the gate until they fix the door. They fixed the door. It wasn't fixed professionally. They fixed it like I fixed it. The only thing I didn't do was pull out the panel because it was like somebody kept pushing, making it worse than what it is because he's coming back. He's coming back. I bet you $1 to a donut. He's gonna come back. And that's how they're gonna fix that door. Cause I don't think they got the money to fix the door. But if you got money, put up cameras all over the place, why you don't got money to fix the door? The door should have came before the cameras. They're so busy trying to watch what I'm doing, but I'm not the drug dealer. I know who the dealer is. She sits right at this desk. She's affiliated. Now, I don't know about the rest of them, but I know she is. Definitely. Because, we can everybody clips on TikTok. And you can anybody, Sister Mary Agnes gonna go on TikTok and learn how to crip. They got a little tutorial on it. 1, 2, 3. So you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you say, well, what's your resume? What's a resume? Or who you repping? They got Southside Crips, North End Crips, Crackhead Crips, Alcoholic Crips. Who you repping? I swear I was what was I doing? I was doing something that, you know what? It's crazy. I bet you she took all them nice dresses. I just go there for the dresses, though. I got me some new socks. I was trying to take all them new socks. One thing about the homeless people, they do not. I was like, they don't even really care about underwear. I was like, you didn't get no new underwear yet? Because I take all the new underwear. Even the granny panties. I said, yeah, because they don't wear underwear. She was like, we sure don't. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick out my outfit. Get me like 4 hours sleep. I gotta get up. Let me see. I think I'll get 10. I'm gonna get up at 3. Yeah, I'm gonna get up at 3 tomorrow. When I go in, I'm gonna lay out my clothes so that way. I wish it was warm so I can just, you know what I'm saying, oil my legs down. But then I don't want people to see my scars because you can, So anyway, so Big Daddy's in 205's room. And he's gonna ask me, do you mind if I ask, how do you take care of yourself the way you do and you only work 2 days a week? I'm like, what? I'm like, what your mother do? You know what I mean? I hate talking about people's mothers, but I'm somebody's mother. How you questioning me? I'm old enough to be your mother. And I say, I make what somebody will make working 20 hours, 5 days a week. I say I work 23 hours for 2 days, and that's it. I'm not going to tell you nothing else. I do. Something happened, and they're trying to say it was me, but I'm trying to explain to them because I know how to get in locks. If I wanted to bad enough, I can get in, right? I'm like, if there's no damage to your door, it was used with a key. That's like I was like, you got robbed and you got cameras. But then, but said that the daughter robbed them. I said, that sounds, because the cops would be like, well, where's the cameras? Let us look at the cameras and bop, bop, bop. And I'm just like, I know how to save my money. Because I mean, the stuff I be buying on Temu is not expensive at all. Some of the shit ain't even worth $2. The bottle, everything looks bigger in the picture. Just like I think that chair that guy bought, it was too small because it's a dog bed. It does say living room chair, but there's a dog on it. I left my book at home though. But once you let the devil in, it's like a battle. Getting that out, that bad spirit. Where was I? Was it I had the lady was? It was a man talking about how bad energy, right? How you be around people and they got bad energy, and then you feed off them people. Now you got bad energy. How you need to be around people with good energy. It's like once you open the door for the devil, it's hard. It's exhausting. It's just so effing exhausting. I'm like, when is people gonna grow up? When is this gonna be let go? And this is what I'm saying, right? They're always trying to get somebody fired so they can put their people over here so they can go back to doing what they was doing. I'm like, where do you talking about you pay the light bills, but you're letting them park, you're letting the drug dealers park all in the parking lot. You pay the mortgage too. and you don't pay nothing. You do not pay nothing. That's I'm like, I don't get it because nuns gotta work too to survive. They ain't like the pastors and the priests. They don't get none for free. They gotta still work a regular 9 to 5. And if she ain't the administrator, I don't know why she's doing administrative duties. Cause usually the administrator, they don't go to the administrator about nothing. Usually the administrator is gone for the weekend. So once the administrator is gone, there should be no work done because they're not here. So is she getting paid to do Alicia's job? And Alicia's that's getting, and because she's getting a check like she's an administrator, but she's really not. You get what I'm saying? Mother Patricia was the administrator, but when Mother Patricia left, they just left Mother on her door. Alicia was something else, but then exclusive director, but then they made her the administrator. But Mother's still working like she's the administrator, and then Sister Sheba, not Sheba, Sister oh my God, I don't remember her name because that picture. I remember Rose. I forgot her first name. She was doing the hiring. And that was the administrator's job because she didn't hire me. Sister Lima Rose. She was doing the hiring. I'm like, do she know anything about CNA? How you gonna hire? It's the administrator's job. How you gonna hire people just because their sister, brother, aunt, uncle works here? You don't need no resume or nothing. You just need a word of mouth by your uncle or your mother. You get right in. So Sister Lima is getting paid to do. Sister Lima is getting paid, like, you know what I'm saying? Now she's the hiring committee. If you don't know nothing about CNA or RNs, how you hiring people? You got to make sure they know how to, I don't want to be trained by somebody nope. That's why raise capital kept falling. No, I never heard of that. Keep pulling the capital out in my life. You just changed the bag. Ain't everybody in here? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, they need to rethink this administrative thing, right? Because I Googled administrator supposed to be the one that prepares all the functions. All the functions. So let Mother be the party planner. Pay her for that. Take that off the administrator's table. That means her check goes further down. Oh, it's her, right? And give Sister Lehman a job of hiring people. But they're both doing the administrator's job. But they probably still, or they got a credit card to the company to here because Mother Patricia had a credit card. She didn't work either. I mean, you might as well, or make, put them in the kitchen. You need a job, you might as well come right down here in the kitchen. At least your pancakes won't be humped on or coughed on. Oh, wait, out there, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, that's why I was like, can you put me through H&R? She put me through Mother. Mother's not H&R. She's not. Somebody else is H&R. Every little thing they attach it, but Mother's not all them. She don't wear all them hats. Did she go to college? Cause you gotta be in college. You had to go to college to be administrator in HR business, right? If I'm not mistaken. And who prints out all the checks? Whose signatures on the checks? You want to get into it, let's get into it. This place is not run right at all. It's just not. If I'm calling to speak to H&I, why would you give me the Mother? Mother can't do nothing for me that I need to speak to H&I for. But I do know who helps get the people in. But because it's me, I can't even call for the man because, like I said, they ain't gonna help nobody that's connected to me. I already know that, but that's already on their stone of not welcoming into the Lord's house. So you gotta go out your way. You gotta go out your way to break your back and all that for them. I'm not doing all that. God will provide. God will provide. That's why I was like, where's the bookie at? You know how we used to call him a bookie back in the day. When Mother Patricia was here, these girls was volunteering. All of a sudden, they got put on, they're getting a check. They could have gave them jobs to the young nuns upstairs. Because even, I don't know what her nationality is, but she can work too. I don't know how they're surviving. Tell you the truth. And everybody that says I'm a snitch is Puerto Rican or white. I'm like, this is crazy. I be quiet. They say I'm a snitch in the building. How am I the snitch in the building? You should have never told me your business and then stole my stuff. But like it says, you don't post to cherish material things. No, I'm not a punk. I'm not going to jail so you can get the rest of my stuff. I can tell you that because I can replace what you stole. I not them pineapple earrings because I don't even know where them came from. So they took the B bracelet and I had a different bracelet. So they bung back the B bracelet and took the other bracelet. Like, this is crazy. It's like it's a mall over here. But one thing when you see, God reveals all. And I already know how the story goes. Usually, it would already ended by now with me being violent, right? Even when you're trying to be kind to yourself, people want to inflict harm on you because you're loving on yourself. They want to make your day miserable. This lady swears to God, I sold my ticket. Girl, why am I selling my ticket? What's wrong with you? Because I'm going somewhere she's not. That's why I always say when people, I repeat myself, that's why I always say when people show you who they truly are, believe them at first sight. It takes me like 20, 30 minutes because I'm watching everything you do. From tying your shoes to walking into the bathroom. How you're looking at people, how you're talking to people, how you're interacting with the kids. I'm looking at everything. And then that's when I go talk to you. And by the time I'm done talking, I already know who you are and what you're about. Because it happens that fast. The masks come off. You just got to make them feel comfortable. You got to make them feel so comfortable, right? You got to take every insult and you're talking to them. You got to make them feel that they are controlling the situation and they will truly show you who. I always say, what you see with me, what you get. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. But if you disrespect me, I'm going to do it in a nice way, but I'm going to disrespect you back. My girls downtown taught me that. How to insult, it stings more when you do it in a nice way. When you're rah, 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 and they already know what's coming, but when you're doing it in a nice way, and you can tell they're thinking about what you said, and as soon as they get it, you can see their heart drop to their feet. As a look they get on their face. That's why they be like, oh, turn the other cheek. You got to forgive. Yeah, but you turn the other cheek and you forgive, what happens? 9 times out of 10, they're going to do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it again, like every morning or whenever, it's like boots walk by my door. It's boots. They sound like boots of a cop, where a cop walks. Right? I'm on the bus, this girl all over my shoulder, whatnot. I'm not even going to give you my energy right now. I'm not even doing nothing anyway. I just stroll through the internet all the time. But I'm not gonna let you feed off me. See, they want a show. I don't want to put on a show. I'm drained. I'm really, really drained. Nobody understands. I was gonna pop that little girl's head like a cork. Cause she's beating on people that don't fight back. And I always speak my truth. But see, like I said, it can be it can be a rattlesnake. And you know it's gonna bite you and kill you. But what you do? You still try to pick it up. And what happened? You bite, now you're poisoned. When you know you should have walked away. You knew what you was doing when you went over there. You knew what was gonna happen if you touched it. Them are the situations people get into, and then they be like, oh, it's Millie's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because one, you shouldn't even worry about the lights being on. And maybe I don't want to sit in the dock. You ever think about that? Rob don't turn off all the lights. When Rob come in here, Rob do not do his rounds when he first walks through this door. He does not. He sits down, he's checking voice messages. I don't even know why he's checking voice messages, because they don't got nothing to do with us. We don't even supposed to check voice messages. That's why there's no voice messages on there, because Rob checks them all. Don't nobody check them. I don't check them. Them girls don't check them. Only one that checks them is Rob. He sits down for a minute, then he's here about 20 minutes. Then he goes in the coffee shop and have his dinner or his snack, whatever he's doing. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Then he comes back over here. He gotta go, see, be nosy, see what's popping on the cameras. See, this is what I found out. This is why I stopped doing half of the stuff I was doing. Because I was saying, Rob ain't doing nothing. Rob ain't doing nothing. That girl's doing everything. He don't got to empty the grease trap because she's supposed to already did it. And then they wasn't doing it. I was the one always doing it. He only unlocks the gate because she locks it. And then he does his rounds. Why are we even doing rounds in the basement? Good night. As I was saying, they should build us a booth right in the hallway. Put the cameras right in the hallway, and build us a booth. We don't even gotta be in the building, cause we can stop whoever's coming in, and that way we gotta ask who, what, you know what I'm saying? Have them sign in on our paper. That's how I will run it. That's how they did that hospital on Cedar Street. We got a booth now because I went right in there. I said, this man's all over the place. Why are we all over the place? We don't supposed to be sitting at the desk with the nurses. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. You being aggressive because that's who you are. Because if you talk to a person like you got some sense, you can talk them down off a cliff. Because I'm always type like, you want to go home or go to jail? Because I'm not going to do this. Because I'm mad I even had to come out here to ask you to get up. They call me mean. No, I'm not mean. I'm aggressive because I'm a woman and you're a man. But I'm giving you the opportunity to leave off the property. But they still want to sit and talk. They want to explain themselves. I don't even want you to explain yourself. Please, just leave, please. Do me and you a favor. Then I put the phone in my hand. I'm not playing. It's on 9. Once I do 1-1. Right? You can always, but this is what I'm saying. They want you to kiss their ass to get, you know what I'm saying, for them to leave. No, I'm not doing that. But at the hospital, because I was at the hospital, but I was being seen. But I hear Ally, one of them say, Millicent's in here. And if you don't stop acting up, I'm going to have Millicent come call you. Come talk to you. He was like, Millicent's here? And I looked and peeked and it was laughing and he sat down. And he was being aggressive. We don't even supposed to put our hands on nobody unless they put their hands on us first. That's why I'm like, we shouldn't even be in here. We should be out, you know what I'm saying, in the hallway. But there's a way to put, you know what I'm saying, to put it so we can be warm and do everything from out there. Then that way we won't be in nobody's way. Cause I'm like, why are you listening to them voicemails? Them voicemails don't got nothing to do with us. That's the secretary's job. Cause she gotta listen to the voicemail and give the messages to who they belong to. That's not our job. And he listens and delete. He listens and delete. I'm like, well, do you give them the message? You know what I'm saying? Are you writing down the messages? He's not. He's just listening to it and deleting it. We don't even supposed to do that. We don't even supposed to be on their main computer. We're only supposed to be on these computers, on the cameras. That's it. And we don't even supposed to be making rounds like that. Because there's cameras all around the building. We just got to make sure the doors are locked and then we sit down. But we don't gotta stay at the desk either, cause we get 3 breaks. That's when I walk around when I'm taking my break, and I'm just walking around, be walking around and stretch my leg and my foot. We don't. Rob was and that's another thing. Rob was clocking people in, and they wasn't even here. They wasn't even here yet, and Rob will clock them in. And then they'll leave early, and Rob will clock them. I'm like, this don't make no sense. I was like, nope, don't teach me nothing, cause I know we don't supposed to be on their personal computers, cause what you're doing don't got nothing to do with us, cause you don't know what's on the computer. That's why the Regency, I don't get their I don't get their there's another one that cut me off. I was like, I don't even care. It is not my job to scan your packages. And at the end of the day and the night, when the office closes, shutting them 2 doors that the packages are in, we shouldn't be allowed to go in there to get no packages. Because we can steal the packages, and I'm being honest. We can steal their packages and then blame it on it must have been a homeless person. Because they come in and out of there too. Can I use the bathroom? No. Can I charge my phone? No. Well, what can I do? Leave right out? Nah, not that door. Go out that door and don't come in that door no more. We don't supposed to be doing none of that. That's office work. The cabbages, no, I'm not helping you with the cabbages. I didn't tell you to throw my bottle away. I could do my own Coke bottle, empty Coke bottle away. Trying to show if you help us, me, if I help you, you'll help us. No, I ain't. Because we shouldn't even be in front of the stores. There should be somewhere for us to sit with cameras. And then if we see somebody stealing, you walk up to them, say, "Excuse me, miss, I just want you on camera. Put such and such in your pocket. I'm not going to argue. Either you give it back or I call the police." And then I'm like, hold up, take a picture. Do this. I learned this from the hair store in Pawtucket. Take a picture and then put it on the wall of the people that can't come in no more. That's how you run that facility. That's how you approach a thief. I just seen you on camera stealing. No, you didn't. I'll be like, look, I'm not even gonna sit here doing the 1, 2, 3 step with you. You can either put it back or go to jail because I'm tired. She was like, yeah, if this at Walmart, yeah, if this guy come in here, um, we don't call 911. We call what? I said what 272. That's what made me stand at the door. She said, "Wait, he'll be in here." And da 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 da. Now see, he's smart because he came in a car. I looked right at him walk in and buy his stuff and walk out. I was like, "Ain't you the one?" He was like, I was laughing. I was like, I was like, if you come in here, they're gonna put you in jail, right? That fool walked right in there, looking totally different, driving. I said, well, if he come in here, I'm not calling no cop. I ain't calling nobody. I'm going to stop right at the door and be like, listen, there's a no trespassing order. Then I don't want to argue. I'm just, making it easy for me and you if you would just turn around and go back out the door. It's not hard. It ain't rocket science. And that's what I'm saying. Our universe was around me all day. All day. The bus waited for me, thank God. I was like, why would he drive up now when he see me coming? But he went all the way around and then he came back. And I got on the bus. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna see. Oh, I'm so tired. That's why I'm gonna have to stand up. Cause he got that smooth voice. Somebody with a nice voice will put me right to sleep. I'd be so mad. Like when people are talking on the bus, if I just get off work and I eat, cause I walked down the street and I ate my food down there before the bus came. Plus, I'm nosy. If I'm on the bus and somebody got a nice voice and they're talking like in a nice tone, it will put me right to sleep. That's like when I was in the doctor's eyeglass doctor. That was a man's hand. His hand was big too, and it started massaging my head. I was going right to sleep. I knew my hat was stuck in my wig. I didn't pass out though. That's the funny thing. He wasn't a threat to me, whoever it was. I was like, girl, I was like, yeah, put your hands all up in this wig. That's like, what's his name? Gonna touch. I think he was trying to see if it was real. The hair is real. It's just dry. I didn't even do nothing to it. I'm still waiting for my stuff, my kit to come in. It's probably gonna be this big. My straightening comb. I'm gonna use it on my hair too, but yeah, I didn't learn my lesson yet. He gonna be like, "Can I have it?" No, you can't have my. Why would I? I was like, "It's coming off." You know what I mean? I don't sew my hair and trying to hold on to my edges. Look like they're fading away from the scarf. First he felt all over, but it was somebody in back of me asking, trying to get him to take my wig. You know, if I was that black nappy headed girl, girl, go ahead, go get a job. I'm telling you, it's crazy. No, you can't have my wig. That's what wigs are for. You can take them off and put them on. I don't think, because I seen nobody, I don't think they seen that color before. But I think I'm gonna add some black to it, make it thick. I don't know. Let's see what I do. He was like, and whoever I was looking right at him talking to him. You know, they try to take advantage. I don't need your niceness, please. Because even, that makes me nervous. And I know he's a snake. He was probably trying to get a bag or a bag of weed. If they probably said, I'll pay you if you can get her a wig. I don't like him like that. I ain't giving nobody nothing that I want, that I use. That's stupid. That's why I don't go around them vermins. I do not. And he's gonna do me like that, and I let him sleep on the Regency stairs. I could have put him out. I could have let him in, but that we didn't. No, doing too much. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just eating. After I get done eating, I'm gonna go to Crossroads." I said, "Yeah, I'm just letting you know, 'cause I can see everything you do on camera. You're being recorded." He was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know that." That's him. I just don't get it. I'm like, are you a man? They treat him just like a man, so that's why I don't call him a she. They treat him just like he's a man. Oh, I wonder where the other one is. Oh, what's his name? I wonder what happened to him. I see his face too. His face that's popped in my head. The one with the bad back. I wonder what happened to him.
He be all broken down till he get his medication. He be zooming. But anyhow, I've got to go. Oh God! They turn off all the heat, honey. When I come in, they turn off all the heat. Herb and Janice, I'm telling you, and they put cold air on. I just don't get it. Cold or hot, if I'm gonna fall asleep, I'm gonna fall asleep. Michaela didn't move nowhere but with Janice. They done let her buy a car. Them little cars must be cheap. Oh, let me go so I can get his keys, because he will definitely be here at 3:30, 4 o'clock. He don't start work until like 5, 5:36. I'm like, why do you come here so early and you don't start working until, everybody gets here? And then he automatically stops working when he gets here, right? To have conversation. They all be in the basement. That's why I'm like, well, who's leaving half? That's why I go in the basement. I don't go all the time, but when they least expect you to go in the basement, that's when you go in the basement. They got half can sodas, right? Who is using, how many men work here? And ain't nobody trying to figure out why lockers are on the locker rooms if the old people don't go in the locker rooms. Why would staff have locks on the locker room? They be upstairs with their belongings. I watch them all go right upstairs with their belongings. So why are there so many locks on the women in the men's locker rooms? And why is there hair, lotion, soap, the good kind, like Axe? You know how much Axe costs unless they're going to the Dollar Tree? Right? It wasn't like that before, but all of a sudden stuff is popping up. I found one lock and now it turned into 6 locks. And then I went in the men's bathroom. I'm like, well, who's locking up stuff? Because the old people don't even go down. There ain't nobody going, but they said their secrets are their secrets. So, I'm not even going in the basement. Let their secrets be their secrets. I make sure the door locked and I sit down, and that's what I do until he comes and wants to get in. I'm like, who's taking a shower in the basement? Somebody got shoes and a pants in the locker. They ain't look like they took them shoes and pants right off in there the way they are. Like they're like bent up, linked on something, and the pants. I'm like, look like somebody stepped right out their clothes out of this locker and left them right in the locker.
But you gotta deal with the cards you dealt with. That's it. So when I got there, right? When I got there, it was like, oh, we even. First of all, I don't even got no gold, so I don't know who told you I had gold. Right? I don't even got no gold. Where am I getting gold from? Oh, we know you got something. No, what are you talking about? What do I got? See how they be telling so they can steal from me? Thank God for life anyway. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna post pictures and videos tomorrow at the